If you want to see Monty and I check out an area for a wild camp, stay tuned. I've come out into the local woodlands and very quickly found a shelter. If you're going to build a shelter, keep it up and keep it watertight, or take it down when you're finished with it. It's good to be prepared, and I've got my day sack with me, but there's no need to go over the top. As long as you keep looking around every so often to see where you've come from, you should be able to find your way back very easily. Do a quick check on your mobile phone, see if you've got any signal. If you haven't, then take extra care. Read the ground. We've got a ridge with a valley on this side and a valley on this side too, so somewhere along the line there's going to be a culvert. Today I have a map with me. It's always good for pinpointing your positions and pinpointing places you want to come back to. Minor changes of direction won't be shown on a map, so this area here will be shown as a straight line. Minor side paths won't be shown on the map either, so bear this in mind when you're following the map. We've reached the northern edge of the woods. This is good. The northern edge is a linear feature. We can check it on our map and determine exactly where we are. Use all the clues available to you to find out where you are on the map. The sign's good. The bridge is even better. Here looks okay for a wild camp. It's far enough off the beaten track that if you get in late and leave early, there shouldn't be a problem. Apart from the fact that the river might overflow, and also it's going to be very cold at night when the cold air sinks down to the lowest point where you are. Well, the water looks clear, but there's nothing growing, so that suggests it's fairly well polluted. Although you can camp here, using the water would be highly dangerous. Without plants in the water, it usually means that it's biologically dead. Here's the culvert, and you can see from the graffiti that it's a well-used place. We're at the next level, uphill. It's reasonably flat and would be a good place to camp, and it won't be so cold during the hours of darkness. The track's well used, as the footprints, the tyre tracks and the hoof marks show. So although you may be able to camp, you're going to have to take some care of coming in, staying out and moving home. Check out the amount of rubbish. Although it might be good for improvised equipment, it tells you how often an area is used and what sort of person is using it. So take care when you choose your campsite. If you're doing a recce, bear in mind the amount of daylight you've got. You want to get back to your start point in plenty time. So work out how long you've got. Divide it into threes. A third out, a third back, and a third just in case. This might be a good little spot. It's high up. There's not much of a path towards here, and it's above the surrounding countryside, so it won't be seen so easily. Make sure when you choose your campsite that it's well drained, but the ground looks as if it collects water. However, bear in mind it's a steep climb up and down, so you don't want to be doing this in darkness. When the vegetation grows up in the summer, it should be fairly easy to put up a ground sheet or a green coloured tent and hide. When you have mature trees like this, you must always look up into the top branches to see the state of them. You don't want to be hit by a widowmaker. Check out the soil. This will determine where you're going to pitch your bivvy or tent or improvised shelter. Even if it's not marked on the map, most rivers have a path on either side. Not always, but it's usually a good navigation feature. If you're going to check out an area, come at the weekend and see who else is here. This place was deserted on Friday, but it's absolutely leaping on Sunday. So, all in all, a good area for training, but I would be a bit loath to have a wild camp here. Nevertheless, get out there, get training. You know it makes sense. It'll serve you well.